Said it's your boy, P Original, Mr. Influential. Hot topic conversation, stimulate your mental. Two cool brothers, same father, same mother. If you're looking for a show like this, you'll never find another. Why? Cause it's the Porch Podcast, so come on. Yeah, so it's the Porch Podcast. Yup, so it's the Porch Podcast, so come on. Yeah, so it's the Porch Podcast. Let's go.
Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy, DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother, Man.
The original, baby. Welcome back, y'all. You know, as we say each and every week, we know that you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate you. Mm-hmm. New week.
New episode.
Absolutely.
Sit up, man.
I'm going to start off. Let me get this out the way because I already know. You know what I'm saying? I already know, man. You know what I mean? To be clear, I know I'm not saying insinuating anyone in this particular position right here.
Like
in this,
Knicks. I like him.
Is a Knicks fan.
I'm not necessarily a Knicks fan.
But I'm going to say that, you know, he's a Knicks supporter, at least for this year. He supported the championship being won by the Knicks. Did I say that?
Yeah.
I want to, you know, misconstrue how you viewed it.
But you know, I never disliked him.
Okay.
In fact, when Mike left,
yeah,
I was cheering for him.
Yeah.
When they had a shot around that time, I think they was playing Indiana or somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, because I always wanted Ewing to get one back then. You know.
Well, you know, I'm quite sure all the people that was trying to get one for 53 years, you know, they celebrated this as a milestone victory for all of them. You know what I mean, for the organization. So. You know, it's known as the Mecca of basketball. It seems crazy that you go 53 years and not win one, but just because it's the Mecca don't mean that you automatically going to win it. So.
Right.
But, you know, shout out to them. But before we get into the episode, you know, like we do each and every week, first and foremost, brother, how's your week, man?
Great week. It's a great week. I'm blessed, man. Just stay focused on the positive, keep moving forward. That's all you got to do. You know, I had a great week. I didn't DJ much this weekend. I just relaxed. That's all.
Yeah.
Great week.
That's fantastic. Busy week for me. Weekend was extra busy, but it was extra special too. Mm-hmm. Saturday, you know, I had a chance to go to one of my daughter's recital, where it was both their recital, but two different things was going on. Mm-hmm. It was one that was performing, and it was the other one's first recital with a class that they taught.
Right.
So it was a milestone in the sense of that. And we, you know, brought grandma. You know, so shout out to that. You know, that was dope. Our 92-year-old grandmother was able to attend a dance recital and had a ball, had an absolute ball. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Dancing. Grandma still sharp as a whip, alert, enjoyed it, you know what I mean? And I enjoyed having it. We enjoyed having it. So it was a fantastic.
This was her dance.
That's how she was doing it, shifting. You know what I'm saying? Singing Frank Sinatra and everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? My way.
Yeah.
I thought one time I said, "Oh, grandma, you guys can't go up there." She acted like she was ready to get up.
She did. He did, but you know,
absolutely,
that was her and Grandpa Dude.
Yeah. So,
well, really, that was Grandpa Dude. Grandma was James Brown, but she listens to Frank Sinatra too.
He would know. Music guy.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. She'll tell you.
So that was Saturday, and then Sunday got a chance to want to say Happy Born Day to the most official.
Yeah, so
you know
today. I mean? It's actually today as we're recording.
Exactly.
Shout out to DKL, the most official.
The most official.
Clap
Happy Born Day, cuz, you know what I mean? Had a great time at his house yesterday with the family, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, you know what I mean, that was there.
Right.
Great time, man. Sangria. Grown people. Good flow, good conversation. Most importantly, another year of life and celebration. So that was my weekend.
Right.
And here we are, man. Obviously, something else happened over the weekend. We kind of alluded to it.
The Knicks won the NBA championship.
So I will do this. I will toast to the Knicks, and because it's a major, you know, accomplishment for them. 53 years. Toast to you guys for winning the championship.
53 years. It's cheering for them.
Cheer for them.
Shout out to the MVP, Jalen Brunson.
Absolutely.
Put the team on his back. Dropped 45 in the Knicks in 5 in Game 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He is a perfect example of how you can be in one situation and you can be less valued
Right.
and leave right from that situation, go to someplace else, and your value goes up. I remember when he left Dallas, and it was like he was on the bench because it was too many guards. Not too many guards, but, it was a numbers game. You know what I mean? You got to get a lot of time. And when you think about it, think about how many teams that when he did go into, I believe it was free agency or trade, I don't remember which one it was.
Free agency.
And I'm quite sure they looked at Brunson because when he did get time on the court, he was the Brunson that we saw. Now, obviously, with more time, you know what I mean? You get to get a larger sample size. You get a sample size, you get a larger. Huh?
Got a very big contract.
He got a very, very player-friendly contract.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
but
everybody was confused.
Yeah, because they hadn't seen enough. They was only seeing a sample size, and they're like, wow. But it's such a big market that those guys in New York get paid like that just for playing in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time. You look at some of the other names, the list goes on and the contracts that they were getting. But, I mean, as a team, Brunson definitely was the MVP. But as a team,
oh, yeah,
some of the comebacks, making NBA, what was it, postseason or playoff history?
NBA Finals history.
NBA Finals history, coming back from 29 points.
Yeah.
I got to ask you, because you got friends in high places. Think it was a phone call made?
No.
No?
Nah, I watched it.
Okay, so I won't ask you what happened to the Knicks. I'll ask you what happened to the Spurs.
Mentally got away from them. They ain't play smart basketball. Started shooting threes, thought they had it in the bag.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox could have dribbled the ball out late.
Mm-hmm.
They took shots. It's just like they probably went back and looked at that tape and said, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Because it's all an energies game.
So you saw the Spurs only winning one game? Because in hindsight now, you sit back and you said, wow, they only won one game.
I thought the Knicks had a chance of sweeping them.
I did.
I was saying 5.
Okay.
I really was.
Okay. Nah, I believe you. And I will say that there was that chance.
No
was
more
there.
than 6.
Okay.
I never thought it was a Game 7 coming.
The chance was there. But like I said to somebody the other day, I said, you do realize that could have easily been Game 3, Spurs 2-1. They only lost Game 2 by a point.
Yeah.
It could have easily been a whole different situation
there. Could have easily been Spurs 3-1.
Easily. Okay? Because then you had the 29 point. That's right. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. When you sit back and look at it, we're going to give credit to the Knicks for winning the championship. But you can't not acknowledge the collapse of the Spurs.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it was a mental collapse. Because it went from one point where you thought that the Spurs was just like, oh, we're going to be, the grittier team. We're going to be the more strong team. We're going to play a little bit more aggressive. And then the New York thing showed up. And they kept playing he kept playing basketball.
I
got sleepy for nothing.
I
think in his mind he just played the game or something. He was like chilling. And then he got sleepy. Y'all seen he got sleepy. He getting old, man.
Yeah, yo.
Look at him. That's crazy.
He said that New York thing showed up. That's what I said. You ain't even realize that, did you? Because
I was scared. I was one of the best ones, that joint that you sent me earlier today, RG3.
Oh, man.
RG3.
We're going to read that.
Please read that one. We don't want to play no games. We want it verbatim.
Verbatim what RG3 has said to P.
Yeah. No, he ain't said it to me. No, he ain't said it to me. This is what he said right here.
I got it right here. It says RG3 chooses the most worthy quote he could fathom about Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, this is the quote now. Jalen Brunson showed Becky Hammond that small guys pack that thing too. I ain't that tall.
You should, so now you gonna make that about
that
you?
was a pizzazz, but why not? Hey, I went deaf on it.
I mean, just packing that thing, period.
Yeah.
That's a little wild, man. That's a little wild. So, once again, man, you know what I mean?
Packing that thing.
Packing that thing is crazy.
Yeah. Why did I start yawning?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Packing that thing. That's what it is. You know what I mean? But when you look up and you see what you see with the Knicks and they win the championship, now I got to go to this. I got to go here. Question for you. Yeah. Because I got this question, so I'll pose the question to you. Before the Knicks won the championship, somebody posed a question. I'm a big Philadelphia Eagles, Sixers fan. Everybody know that about me. That's my Philadelphia sports teams are my teams. Boom. Do I think that the New York Knicks fans are just as wild as our fans?
The New York Knicks fans match the Philadelphia Eagles.
My thing is this. No matter what, we all got shot out fans.
Yeah.
We all got shot out fans.
It's just highlighted in your local area more.
Well, that's a fact. But what I'm saying is I don't care if you got San Antonio. Somebody shot out in there's some people in San Antonio. Paul Bull. The dude that you sent me in that video, he was there. Matter of fact, I don't even know if he was a Spurs fan or just like felt like fighting.
He had a Rodman jersey on too.
But I think he just put it on because he just knew he would get some, I hate to say it, some action. You know what I'm saying?
He wanted to fight.
Yeah, he wanted to pack that thing.
He oiled that thing down when he got in there.
So, yeah, both of y'all, please. That's crazy, dog. Like,
I was praying, bro.
No, you was not. Hey, you lying about praying?
I was praying.
You lying still about praying.
God, cover the show.
You just did it just now. What happened, man? All he did was eat some goldfish, Pepperidge Farms goldfish, and drank a little bit of water, and then he just got tired.
Must be sun in the water.
Ain't nothing in no water, man.
Need my shades, man. I'm over here.
You know, you don't need no. You need to be alert and awake. You know what I mean? The Knicks fans, I seen videos that made me say to answer that question.
Out of nowhere. That's some bullshit. Hold up, bro. I'm trying to sit up, man.
The Knicks fans, they celebrating. Don't get me wrong. I seen some wild things on some of these clips, man. I seen some people doing some things that, you know, I don't know if it was because they were excited about the championship being close.
Right.
Or if it was just this is what I do on the weekend anyway.
Listen.
And
somebody was doing powder on
top of a car, man.
Yeah, I seen that.
I showed somebody.
Shout out to Ray Ray.
Yeah, and they said exactly. And they said it was AI. I said, no, sir.
No, that's not AI.
No, that was CC.
Yeah.
And they were doing it in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm happy for them. You know, they played some good basketball. You know what I mean? They stuck in there. They did.
Somebody told you that was AI of him.
Sure. We live in a time where you can blame anything on AI now. You know what I mean?
That wasn't nothing but AI.
Yeah, it's convenient.
That was powder. That was pure, the purest of the powder right there.
That boy was not up there acting like that.
He's about to start swag surfing and everything.
Yeah, I know. But shout out to them, man. I mean, they figured it out. You know, they hung in there and they stuck with it. Brings me to this stuff.
Right.
Love it. NBA is fantastic. Remember that back in the day? NBA.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
So while the Knicks were winning the championship, James Harden said, hand me them hammers over there.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. What is going on? Hand you the hammers.
Hammers.
What the
Not even just one. That's crazy. Plural.
Yeah, he out here RG3 in it.
So you sleepy until you hear something that sound like that, and then you wild away.
I'm real sleepy. I ain't.
No. I'm still. You alert when you heard that, right?
Yeah.
James Harden. I don't know if you guys heard about it. You should have been
arrested.
Should have arrested in Texas on weapons charges.
San Antonio.
Oh, now I don't know.
Or Houston. You know?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't even think about
there we go.
Whether San Antonio or not. It says he was where was he at? Harris County. Wherever Harris County is.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know what's going on. You got that kind of money. I don't understand it.
Just to mess it up on fines because you got out here when you out here with the gun.
Yeah.
It's all right to go outside with a loaded gun, but the right gun.
He was charged with charging document filed in Texas saying Harden was taken into custody at approximately 3:40 a.m. Okay. An officer observed a handgun in plain view inside his vehicle. Harden had unlawfully, intentionally, and knowingly carried the weapon, the document alleges. Just says the circumstances surrounding the arrest were not immediately clear. Harden was released from custody following his arrest and his conditions on his bond. He has been ordered not to possess any weapons or consume alcohol or drugs must submit to random urine tests according to the court documents.
Wow.
I'm not quite sure what all that other stuff has to do with the weapon.
They're trying to make an example out of him.
Yeah, but I don't. These guys, man. These guys. First and foremost, I think that and it's nothing against it because it's as much as me and you may somewhat joke about what's going on. It's real, right?
Yeah.
And you look at him. You had John Morant. You had a couple of different people at one point. You had the joint. It was a documentary on Netflix with Gilbert Arenas and the other guy. Can't think of the name of that documentary.
Oh, with the gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Shooting Guards is the name of it.
Yeah.
That was wild too. They wild for that.
Yeah.
Calling it shooting guards. You know what I'm saying? But whatever's going on with that, when you feel like you got to move around in the world, you got to keep something like that with you. It make you ask the question, at least for me, man, like, is the price of fame really worth that?
No. It's not. I think what happens is as people grow and start to gain more, whether it be a reputation, whether it be money, not having enough emotional intelligence makes them feel like they're indestructible. Mm-hmm. They got money to fight a case.
Yeah,
because it seems like court is really about all money, and of course other things, but they just get beside themselves and think they can do what they want.
Yeah, it's just crazy because I'm not saying that they don't have to share this information.
I just don't understand why these NBA players just hire armed security.
Yeah.
Instead of riding around with the burner on the seat, you got too much to lose. For real.
Yeah, I think that, I understand what they're concerned about.
Right.
They're superstars, they're celebrity, you know what I mean? People will be taking, you got some fans that's super fans.
Right.
Remember the movie they used to have back in the day, bro, with
The Fan.
The Fan.
With Wesley Snipes.
They had a joint with what's the name too? Damon Wayans. Bulletproof? No.
I thought he played an undercover cop or something.
He definitely did, but it was another joint where I think he was a quarterback or something like that, and I cannot think his name. He played, but it was a sport. I had to look to join up. But you got super fans out there. You know what I mean? And people that take opportunities to do certain things. You think at 3:40 in the morning, this is going on. Regardless of where he's coming from, where he's going, any of that type of stuff, you know what I mean? They make it a big situation, but
where you think he was coming from?
If I had to guess? I mean, probably just hanging out, man.
Is he got to be hanging out or he's with a woman?
Yeah.
Or going to one?
Heading from one, going to one. You got to figure, bro. Whatever it was going on, he felt the need to bring a weapon.
Right.
And unfortunately, this is the results of it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Listen, we all on the move, y'all. I got something for y'all today that's going to make you go wow when you see it. I got something that, because you got to travel anyway, you're on the move, whether it's business or leisure or whatever it may be, right here. Right here. Super dope bag from a super dope company called Ugly Duckling. Makes men and women apparel, top-notch stuff, quality stuff. Let me stop talking about it and let y'all see the bag. That's really what you want to see anyway, right? First off, can we talk about how I come in a nice little netted bag here? You know what I mean? I think that's pretty good. Logo on the front right here, Ugly Duckling. Can we look at the quality of the stitching? Look at the stitching, y'all. Beautiful. Now you check this out. You see how you got the swan? Yeah, that's nice, right? We're going to take our time. We're going to turn around and hit it with this right here. Bam! See that on the back? They ain't sparing no expense. Bam! Look at this in the back. Huh? I didn't put that on there. That's part of it, bro. That's part of it. That's part of what it comes with. Look at the style. They want to make you... Ugly Duckling. Oh, Ugly Duckling. Yeah, that's who made this right here. Yeah, uglyduckling.com. Oh, yeah, got this and a whole bunch of other stuff. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I ain't going to keep no secrets from y'all when I find a company that do it right. Huh? It's only right that I share this with y'all. So you make sure, if you in the market right now for some top quality apparel, i.e., look at my young vet, Salute, Jersey Cat apparel, and now, Ugly Duckling. Make sure y'all go check them out, man. Check that website out. I'm telling y'all, man. You're going to love it. All right? That's all I got to say about that. But make sure y'all go to today for this bag and all the other super dope stuff they got. Y'all be good. I got a trip I'm on. I see y'all later. Get y'all bag. I got mine. Peace, man. Woo.
But it's so funny how how the whole thing works. We talk about the social media thing and all that stuff all the time, man. Like, you couldn't get out of celebrating the Knicks winning the championship fast enough before this was like, boom. I thought it was fake. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought the whole Harden thing was not even real.
Right.
Because so many things was going on. I misconstrued at first when I first heard something about the whole Carmelo Anthony joint.
You thought it was the other Carmelo?
I mean, it was wild because me just associating the name that I know, I didn't know the other young man's name was Carmelo Anthony. And I'm just hearing all this stuff. But it's funny because it seems strategically dropped at certain points.
Yeah.
They make you start going, oh, okay. It's Carmelo, what's going on? And that's not even the case. So, I mean, my thing is
Carmelo, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean that wasn't the case, but and it was just wild. Like I said, when I first seen this thing with Harden, I didn't even think it was real. Thought it was something that they had, AI generated or whatever.
Yeah, and
but it was.
Did you see it on when I had actually put it up first? They be having pictures with the big words across it, just said arrested. That's what you seen at first, and then you looked it up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. I first seen you post it. I thought it was AI, and I was done with it. And then it start coming on other
sports centers and stuff.
Yeah, it start coming on other platforms, and I'm like, all right, it ain't that much.
Oh nah, they weren't even
fake this in the world, ESPNs and all that kind of stuff. But nah, man. I mean, I gotta say this to y'all. He was hyped about going to the parade, man.
Still might go.
I don't know why. He's not a Knicks fan.
Shout out to my boy. He already told me he get on the train 8 a.m. I might go.
You might as well be a Knicks fan, man.
Well, I gotta be a fan.
You don't. You don't have to be a Knicks fan. I'm just saying.
Like everybody on their team, though.
What do you expect? You've been seeing all the videos, all the stuff going on in the city during the whole playoffs.
Right. Parade be more regulated. See, what people are starting to miss is, I'm not saying nothing happens at the parades.
Yeah.
But the stuff that you see that's going on the whole playoffs and getting them to get excited usually happens at that same time in a city like this. But then when you get to the parades, they thought that the Eagles was going to tear the city up.
Mm-hmm.
But the parade, they didn't.
Yeah, there was stuff going on. But
the parade is set up to be more regulated.
Yeah.
That's all. So.
Okay. Well, as long as you're comfortable with the situation. He presented it to me, y'all. Like, hey, bro, get the Osmo, man.
I know he wasn't coming.
Nope. That's what
I can't get P to come to the, and I ain't a shot. Like P ain't coming to the little local tiki bar, man. He ain't like that, bitch. So you think he gonna go to the Knicks parade? Nothing.
I congratulate him from home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in nobody's way, ain't nobody in my way. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go out there and have a good time. It's fine. Yeah, I ain't mad at none of it. Whoever's going out there, be careful because they wild. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things that come along with that. So I'm interested to see, what it looks like, man. Hopefully everybody is okay.
Yeah, they act right.
They act right. Like you said, shout out to Ray, man. You know what I mean? He had me rolling the entire time. You know what I mean? He had me rolling the entire time. So I'm happy. I know this sounds crazy because as a Sixers fan, and I got to deal with these guys 4 times a year at least.
Right. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but you got to deal with at least 4 times a year.
I could be happy for him, but it's the equivalent for me of if the Giants won the Super Bowl.
I think what it is, what the energy behind it is one, it's supposed to be the Mecca of basketball. 2, it's been 53 years.
Yeah.
So when you ain't even 53 years old.
Yeah.
So you start saying, damn, I love for them to win.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. Big Knicks and repeat. I know it's early. It's way too early to
call. They can. Will they? I'm not sure.
If they keep everybody that they got, should they still have what it takes? Because people may look at it and say that maybe the Spurs were 1 extra player away from being a difference. Being different. You think so?
They were missing that vet. They were missing Chris Paul. I'm not saying he had to play much.
They didn't have I understand what you're saying.
But at the same time, physically he was that type of vet. But mentally in this, he wasn't never a champ. So he would have been just as anxious. He'd be like, you got to put me in the game.
I think they're going to go, and I agree with you. I think a veteran stabilizes those moments when the lead is starting to slip. And like, yo, okay, regroup, get back to this, because that came down to coaching too. Like, you lose a 29-point lead. Let's be completely honest.
Right.
It wasn't one person. Wemby would get all of the blame. You know, Castle may get some blame. Certain people, Fox may get some blame.
Johnny Vallon.
No, they need him.
Nah, but they need Wemby too.
Right. But that's also coaching. Right? Like, that was a team effort. To go up 29 means that there was some coaching and some gameplay issues on the Knicks side. They adjusted. Bro. 29 points is a lot to watch come off the board and just change. This might be our shortest episode.
I did that shit on purpose right there.
No, he did.
I was like, P, I literally was like this.
Yeah. No, you did do that. You ain't do it on purpose.
Yes, I did.
Nah.
Why am I so sleepy tonight?
I don't know. But I do think that what they'll wind up doing as far as San Antonio,
right?
I think they'll probably go big splash. I don't know if they go necessarily vet. Now, if they can go big splash, vet, possibly.
Yeah, no. Well, see, here's the thing. I said what they were missing this year.
Yeah, what they missing this year.
A vet.
Yeah.
But as you experience it next year, I'm not saying they need that vet still.
Right.
Because they've all veterans were once young players.
Yeah.
So this team was a very young team. Think about who you think had the biggest impact on the team. Wemby, Dylan Harper,
yep,
and Castle.
Yep.
How old is the oldest one? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just going to check real quick.
Super young.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do to stay awake.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever it is, because I know you know, now if I look over and you like halfway in the phone on the floor,
no, that's
for coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to shut it down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I really don't. Okay, so Dylan Harper's 20.
Okay.
I know Wemby's 22.
Okay.
Right? What's Castle's first name?
I don't know.
Castle. Spurs. Stefan.
Okay.
21.
So we looking at 22 at the oldest?
Let's just make sure I'm right on Wemby.
Yeah. It almost don't even matter.
So Wemby, 22.
Yeah.
It's a Capricorn. Born in 04.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Dylan Harper, and the Castle was, I think, November 1st. Castle. Dylan Harper, March 2nd, 2006. Yeah. So, it's that. Oh, I thought that shit was on this. That's funny. Nah, because my hand like that. I felt that. I ain't want to mess up nothing.
But he's good, though, y'all.
Yeah.
Reflex is still sharp.
You see I say like this? Even though,
he said,
But to answer your question,
yeah,
no, they just missing that. Now, what people don't want to respect about Jalen Brunson, and again, I was watching a video today where they was talking about how he wasn't, New York was making it seem like he was the answer when they signed him and all that. They was going, but now look at him. They seen so. First of all, we're not going to act like that none of it wasn't influenced by Rick.
Okay.
Right? But Jalen has the game to back it up and always has. Like if you look back at his career just going all the way into college, bro, when they beat Carolina that year, I was like, they got to, come on, you got to stop him. Stop him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I said. If you follow it back.
Yeah. He always had the potential.
He always had the potential.
Always.
Well, his work ethics was always strong.
Right.
And then you saw it.
Right.
Which is why I asked that question in terms of like, what's missing for San Antonio?
It just wasn't their time. They just got to just keep playing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change nothing.
Yeah, because you could also mess the chemistry up bad.
Right, they just wasn't. They just didn't finish strong. Bro, you got we got to give. I think sometimes what we're doing is instead of criticizing San Antonio as much as they did, and I get it. You're not criticizing them. You just asked the question.
Sure,
but,
general question. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But the Knicks were just that good in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They were really just that. They was doing that. They didn't just come back on San Antonio. Like they did the same thing to Cleveland.
Absolutely.
They were just playing that good.
They sound basketball. It wasn't that it was a bunch of new names.
Right.
Brunson, Cat, you know what I'm saying? OG, you know, Hart.
Mm-hmm.
When you
Especially
think
Josh
about
Hart, like
you start saying to yourself,
Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. It wasn't a bunch of new names. As a matter of fact, when you sit back and you stand away and you look at the team, none of them was even homegrown.
Really look at, but they knew that they had that chemistry because you got to remember they played in.
And that's why
Villanova
I say,
together.
man, them concept. Well, the year before, when they lost Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah,
Who was it? Indiana.
yeah,
That was a hard summer.
yeah.
That was a tough summer.
But you could see it in Indiana last year that they had to. What's my man for Indiana? The point guard.
Light skinned brother.
Yeah.
Come on,
man. I got
Come
to
on.
do this. I don't mean to do this because
Come on.
you know what I mean.
Come on. We need because we want to make sure we get.
He too good of a player
Yes.
for me not to know his name right off that.
Yeah.
For real.
I can't think of that guard name.
Yeah, I give you a dollar, you figure it out before I find it.
No, I'm not even gonna do that. You already looking. I can just wait. I'm patient. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Halliburton.
There you go, Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Didn't he get hurt?
No, he was playing out there. It was just, who did they play? They played Oklahoma City. They was just too much.
Oh, you talking about in the finals? Oh, yeah. No. Okay, see, it was too much for him. But
he might have got hurt this season just passed.
Yeah, but I'm saying, this season just passed. But
yeah,
that was a long summer.
Right.
Those guys came back and they didn't play like we gonna pick up where we left off. They played to me like we have business to take care of.
Yeah. We smelt the last time. This time we gonna eat.
Yeah, it was because some teams can say, okay, we got to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. The measuring stick is to get there. They almost get so invested that they actually want to play the same team that they lost to the previous year. It gets crazy.
Right.
The Knicks ain't look like that.
Nah, the Knicks just look like whoever it is, we gonna win.
Whoever's on the menu, you just who's on the menu.
And that's how you got to think.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's why I think for them, I think that if nothing changes,
and
they stay hungry. Oh, that's a fact. But I'm just saying, in this situation, if they keep the core together, everybody continues to have a hunger mindset. It's different because you don't want them to have a hangover. Sometimes that's the trade-off, though, right? You win a championship, you don't push as hard the next season.
Right.
It's kind of like I got to the mountaintop. 53 years, we experienced that situation. We had never won a Super Bowl. You win one, next year, you look like a team that kind of got the Super Bowl hangover. So it's like, and then we had to get hungry again. So,
but like I was saying to them about being the Patriots, of basketball, the Spurs,
right?
Being the Patriots of basketball,
absolutely.
You think about the Patriots. We watched them win their first championship.
Yeah.
01, it was the 01-02 season.
Yeah.
The whole 9/11, everything was going on.
Yeah.
That was their first one.
Yep.
And then you just see them run off 6.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it was their first, but we seen San Antonio's climb as well.
Sure.
If you look back, the Bulls won, 91, 92, 93. Then they won 96, 97, 98.
Right.
99 and 2000.
Yeah.
San Antonio won.
Yeah. Yeah.
07.
Yeah.
San Antonio won.
Sure.
Then that was the first time. That's the people keep forgetting. That was the first time Brian went to the finals.
Yeah.
With Cleveland, they got swept.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. This is before the Kyrie Irving and all that.
Cover and everything.
Yeah. So 2000.
That or Slam, one of them.
But back then,
it's a picture of him laying the ball up, but it's all the Spurs in it.
Yeah.
They made a point to show how it was just LeBron against all of them.
Yeah.
I don't remember which magazine, but I can clearly see the cover.
I understand
of that
what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yep.
But that was that. Then the next time he seen them, he beat them. LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh gave the Spurs their first ever loss in the finals.
There you go. Yeah.
At that time, they was 3-0, I think.
So that's what makes them like to you.
We pretty much watched their whole growth.
Yeah, that made them like the Patriots. I mean, yeah, I think that sometimes
not just that, but just arguably their coaches are some of the they look at them as the best. Then they had, you got Tim Duncan who was playing with the big fundamental, right? And now I'm not saying that Tim Duncan is the Tom Brady, right? Tim Duncan is arguably the best power forward who ever played for. A lot of people believe that, but the fact of him being the way it is, he was coachable with a good coach. The same way Brady was.
Sure. I think everybody who landed there was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pop just like, whoever I got, I'm a mold them.
Yeah. I mean, even when they go to draft these guys.
Yeah.
There's a certain element of them that needs to be present, in my opinion, for Pop to even consider them.
Yeah.
Because I'm willing to believe he's definitely part of the drafting process as well.
I feel like that, just to touch on basketball, but him and Phil both got that monster. Like, Pop has to have, with his team, he has to have a skilled big man who understands, who has a high IQ. That's what I see with him. Yeah. And I see with Phil, he has to have a skilled two guard who has a high IQ.
Absolutely.
That's that for the offenses that they want to play, because they're successful and they work.
I just think that as far as what we saw this year, I almost want to say it almost seemed like, maybe it's in hindsight, but it don't matter who the person was or the team was that they played.
Right.
If the Knicks got there, you was going to have to.
You was going to have to see them.
The Knicks. You was going to have to beat them.
You was going to have to see them.
And I mean,
it didn't matter.
I almost think it don't even.
It doesn't. But it's not like we ain't never seen that before. But for a long time, we haven't seen a team with that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a damn who. Brunson would have tried to drop 30 on Jesus. I could see it happening, man.
Yeah, because you know what's funny? And maybe it's just not even a concept, but Brunson is a one.
Yeah.
You never see a highlight where he passed the ball.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not saying he's the only point guard like that, but I was looking one day, I was like, why they don't never show no highlights when Brunson passed the ball?
Because
so it just make you realize that they understood the players they had. Okay, you might be the point guard, that might be your position in it, but this is what we need from you. We need you to kind of.
That's
do it.
Like this. And that's what happens.
That's why I think it was going to be tough to do.
That's what happens, because if you go back to when the last time the Sixers could have won with AI, when AI won game 1, they needed him to be a big scorer. If Brunson doesn't put the team on his back in that game 5, it's a game 6.
Yeah, and then you got unsungs, right?
Right.
OG.
Yeah.
Came from Toronto. Mm-hmm. Pretty much plays the same role, in my opinion, he played in Toronto and New York.
He does.
You have Cat.
Yeah. Came from Minnesota. Even trade, was him and Randall even trade? Or was it just a free agent thing?
I don't recall. I thought it was a trade.
Yeah, I think it was an even trade. Well, not even necessarily.
It was some other moving pieces in it.
Yeah.
But definitely.
You know, I'm just gonna look that up while we speak.
And even Josh Hart, man.
Yeah.
He was like with I think it was with the Pelicans. He was like the guy you saw, the same guy you just seen in the.
They all brought their talents to New York.
Yeah.
I think they were strategically picked.
There's no doubt, and I'm not just saying that because
Mikal Bridges.
Same thing. 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
Gonna shoot the three. Gonna play defense on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Or just play defense period on your one of your top
perimeter
guys.
Player. Period.
That team was constructed, and I think that personally speaking, if you keep that team together and they stay hungry. And this is coming from a Sixer fan. They're going to still be a very difficult team to beat.
The Knicks just have this, not a chip, but this desire and fire in their eyes that we don't care who it is.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, we don't care who it is.
That's what I saw. So I think that, a lot of times we'll play things, man, it'll be like they're elusive. You know what I mean? That's what I think. They felt like the championship was elusive. They had teams in the past that had the pedigree to get there, but they just couldn't get there and win.
I'm not completely sure. But I think it was a plan, like where Josh Hart is from, but it was a plan to bring all these guys closer to home. Like Cat, Jersey, Edison. That's where he's from. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm just telling you.
I don't know that. I mean, it's just theory. I don't know if it was necessarily getting close to home.
Then you got Brunson.
Okay.
Grew up in Jersey. You see what I'm saying?
I think a lot of that stuff coincidental.
Right.
I don't know if that's part of the plan.
No, but what I mean is I think that they started having eyes on their plans. Like, for example, Big Cat was a big star in Minnesota.
Sure.
And before that Randall trade happened, you didn't think, but when they started thinking about it and they're saying, well, he would love to come closer back to this side.
Yep.
Because it's not like Jersey had teams anymore. There's no Nets. It was the Brooklyn Nets at the time.
Right.
So when you up in that North Jersey area, you cheer for the Knicks. You cheer for these type of things. And then, I don't know with Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, I remember his I think his mother works for the Sixers.
I don't know,
one
but
time.
I don't know if that was necessary. I mean,
Yeah, that's my theory. That's all I'm saying. We don't know. No, we don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a theory of mine, bro. That's all.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like saying to myself, I don't know if they were like, yeah, because they kind of from around here.
No, that's not what I'm saying the Knicks is saying. What I'm saying is, first of all, bro, the way the business of basketball works is when people want to go somewhere, when people want to do some things, their agents start to speak for them. So the Rick Brunson situation with Jalen Brunson, that we know that's not a coincidence.
No.
Rick was there. He played for the Knicks. He probably was discussing with him as being an assistant coach and everything. Then Cat was, when they started considering trades, Cat was a good enough player to say, I don't want to go here. I'm not saying that he can stop it, but that's still at the same time he's speaking with his agent.
Oh,
It's that's what I mean. I don't mean like the Knicks say, you know what, if we get Cat and Brunson, because they got that Jersey connection. Nah, I ain't saying that.
No, but when you said let's get some of these guys closer to home, because that's what you just said.
I think that was a personal preference from these guys at that point in their career.
Possibly.
Neither one of them started with the Knicks. Let's just use those two.
None of them.
None of them.
That's why I said none of them was homegrown.
Yeah, none of them. None of them. So I think when you start to think of that, when they good enough player to be signed or free agent, somebody might say, well, who's interested? Well, the Knicks are really in the rebuild. I was going to call such and such to see. They might say, oh, yeah, we like a Mikal Bridges. Oh, yeah, Big Cat, we might, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I think what they saw was specific skill sets from these guys.
Oh, absolutely. It makes sense.
Because, once again, like you said, certain people have different connections to the area, to the coaching. But I also think that there's certain people who need to be coachable, and they saw certain things about it. Because you could have had that same team, but a different head coach, and possibly had a different outcome.
You would have had a different outcome.
And it's safe to say it, right? Because you can just see philosophies of the game that are different. Right. Like, what do you say to a team that's down 29 points that keeps them playing?
It does. There's nothing to say. Like,
maybe.
Yeah.
Or there is maybe some things that a coach can say to a team that keeps them fired up and moving forward. Right. That's the point that I'm making. It does take all of those elements. The same thing, the same elements that needed to be present to convince them to keep fighting, being down 29, was not present when the Spurs were down 29.
It wasn't. It was not.
So that's the difference.
Yeah, I just want to check this one thing. I'm just curious, like, on what I was speaking on, when about where these guys grew up at as kids or whatever. So Brunson, first of all, is from New Brunswick.
Okay.
Jalen Brunson's from New Brunswick. Karl Anthony Towns is from Edison. Josh Hart is from Silver Springs, and Mikal Bridges is from Philly. I think when they knew it was time for them to go look for other teams, that sometimes people emotionally want to be closer to where their family is and things of that nature. All I'm saying is it takes a lot. It takes a bunch of things to come together to create a winning team the way that they did, right?
I agree with that.
And I think it's a mind state thing with a lot of them too, Yeah. But being closer to home might have helped them.
Could have been one of the factors.
Right.
Could have been. Let's get into some questions, bro.
This is another episode of Good Questions. But P's going to ask me some questions. They're going to be good. My answer's going to be great.
It's going to be a throwback. Would you rather?
Would you rather? Fix the hat.
Would you rather win the MVP award or team championship?
Team championship.
Okay.
Because guess what? If I'm actually in consideration of a MVP, I'm taking this. This is my theory. If I'm in consideration as an MVP, then I'm considered one of the greats. But that league always measures by the level of championships that people win, or you got to at least get one.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be a champ.
Yeah,
I'd rather be a champ with other brothers that have the same,
right?
You know what I mean? Desire to be champions.
You could be mediocre, not necessarily mediocre, but not known, not labeled as a big star, and have a good amount of championships. And they like Big Shot Bobby 7.
Yeah, I mean
five ring round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or just the concept of MVP. Yeah, those people obviously they did specific things,
Yeah,
right? So
they were players. They were
still,
great players.
that's what I'm saying. Like we still talking about them, not because they just was the 13th guy, 12th guy, man.
I don't think Robert Ory comes up in a lot of conversations, or Ron Harper comes up in a whole lot of conversations.
No.
Maybe Harper for his defense, and he was a different player.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, but do they come up like some other names?
Like now, they probably won't even think about it. Yeah.
Nah, not like some of the other names and stuff like that. I mean, even down to, like I said, the MVP part of it. We know MVPs who have never won championships, and this league is built on or measured by championships.
Charles Barkley.
Right. The list is going to go on. But it's like you said, bro. You just said it's measured by championships.
Right.
So, I think one is a personal individual accolade, and the other one shows that, what mattered the most to you was being known as a champ.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I agree with you. I would rather win a championship. Would you rather watch a regular season game courtside or a high stakes playoff game from the rafters?
I would want to go to both. I mean, playoff game, I got to be in the mood for that energy. Not that I don't like being around that energy, but it's like I know everything's going to be fluctuated. That's why I'm in the rafters. I can still get the same excitement by sitting at the house. So I probably, if I have to pick one, you're saying like regular season floor seat?
Yep.
Yeah, I do that.
Yep.
For that experience.
Either that or the Raptors.
Because the game ain't nothing but an experience anyway.
I 1,000% agree.
Yeah, I don't have
especially if I don't care what, we'll use New York just because they just won the championship. But
right.
I don't think it's a bad seat in the house in MSG. But if you can catch a regular season game, half court,
right,
floor level,
I go to Sixers
because
game.
I'm gonna feel like I'm at home watching it from the Raptors anyway on the TV.
Right.
Same
right.
thing.
But you can feel it when you're a big energy guy. You can feel that.
No question.
Right.
Minus feeling that being in there. But
we already know that a lot of basketball stadiums too. Even being up in the rafters, like think about where your skybox is at. You ain't low, but them skyboxes is comfortable. See the game good and everything.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Would you rather take responsibility for losing the championship or have a teammate take credit for the win when you deserved it?
Take credit for the win. I'm still a champion.
Yeah.
If you're saying that I deserved it, my performance was great.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about it. It's a team sport.
Yeah. Or maybe even if
I
you
want to
just
win
felt
the
like
championship.
even if you just felt like you deserved it.
No, I understand.
Ain't nobody else. You know what I mean? You still want to be a champ.
But even me feeling like that, I'm supposed to feel like that, right?
Yeah.
But in my mind, when you sit back and, because I've been in a situation when I feel like, I really deserved it. Like, what else do I got to do?
Yeah.
When you sit back and you look at that, I still rather take the winning of the championship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't need the Scottie Pippen syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I call
But
that.
I mean, like if you look at Wemby he's going to take credit probably for the loss. Because I think if they would have won, he would have got most of the credit for the win.
And I understand that. So,
whether now it's funny, interestingly speaking in that question, whether he deserved all of the, the scrutiny from them not winning. Once again, I think it's a coach. I think it's a team thing.
Right.
And there's some things that was like, I'm quite sure they don't want to look at any video right now. It's too fresh. They're gonna look back at that. Mm-hmm. San Antonio gonna definitely have a chip on their shoulder next year when they get ready.
Oh yeah, if they stay together, they'll win multiples.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That same team right there. Because Dylan Harper.
Would you rather retire as a forgotten coach with a winning record, or a famous coach known to lose championships? Like the coach from the Bills.
Like the 49ers coach.
Okay.
They ain't winning. They get there. They don't win though.
Yeah. From Shanahan?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though, bruh? What's the name? They went back to back to back. Like, it was crazy, the Bills.
You talking about back then. That's of all time. That's going to be in any championship.
Sick, man. You just go
4 times.
That's what I'm saying.
You know that ain't go 5th, right?
Yeah, no.
Instant powder would have been, because they was used to that white stuff out there and that stuff.
Would you rather be an average player with a good reputation or an elite player with rumors of cheating?
I don't want to be no.
Not your boy.
Not for cheating, though.
Not cheating at all. I mean, like, so you got multiple forms of cheating, obviously. Cheating on if you got somebody in your life.
No, you talking about known for cheating the game.
Like skimming.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't need to do all
that. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to figure it out. I agree with you, bro. I'd rather just have a good reputation.
Right.
Not just have a good reputation.
Your reputation, man. Because I'm still a professional.
No-brainer. Would you rather coach a college or professional team?
Professional.
I agree, but I that one's a little torn for me a little bit because I know the perks and I like the professional side of it because you get to see what they call like the highest level. So, there's a pedigree that you get to be able to coach at that level that's a little bit different. Right. But you feel like you influence, like you think about, what's the name from Georgetown? Oh, my gosh.
John Thompson. You've never heard, whether it was Patrick Ewing, AI, anybody, they all talk about him the same way. Like the impact that he made on their lives. Not saying that you almost there. Now, the impact that they made on their lives. Man, I see what she go.
It's a little bit different. It's crazy because it was like a closet door closing. You know what I mean?
What?
It's like, what's going on, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's that. Let me hear him ask you another question so that you can stay alert. Would you rather have really cold? Hey, man, this one is.
I'm laughing at you. Now you can edit that little part.
No, I can't, man. Would you rather have really cool uniforms with a rundown stadium or a state-of-the-art stadium with ugly uniforms?
State-of-the-art.
You just gonna go with it.
Because if it's state-of-the-art stadium, probably got state-of-the-art practice facilities. So when I put that work ethic in, it can get the real.
So you just gonna bring the mustard yellow joints and just going out there.
I ain't out here, bro. My game check had me be able to get whatever color shit I want after the game. I'm about to sweat the uniform up.
Now, this next question, I think is
which one you'd rather have, Dog? Before you lose that last.
That's interesting.
The state-of-the-art facility or the ugly uniforms.
I agree. The state-of-the-art facility gives me an opportunity to like work on my stuff,
right,
and get. I would hope that it got, new machinery. High-tech things that can help me.
They got a powder machine in there.
Just like that, he made it that. That's crazy. I think at some point or another, if you're good enough in the league, especially now, every one of these people that we're talking about, these superstars in the league, have to ask themselves this question. Would you rather get paid a lot of money to be on a bad team or paid below average to be on an elite team? Because a lot of these elite teams, they got to spread the money around.
Me purposely, I would rather be on an elite team with a lower salary.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you look at your domination of champions, your dynasties.
Got you.
They understand that what you just said, the concept of being able to pay.
Sure. All the players.
People, right?
Yeah.
And if you're the standout, you're going to make money off endorsements anyway.
Yeah. And it got to do something to your mind, man.
Right.
You got all of this money, right? And you go home every night losing. Like, who wants to be a high-paid loser? I know that sounds crazy. But
that's why I got out. That's why I get that completely. It's like, again, the league is measured by championships. They don't say who's going to be the richest player at the end. Championships.
Would you rather have a long, average playing career or have a short, fantastic career cut short by injury?
Long. I like longevity.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's like me. It's like this.
I agree with all.
Man, this is. I like longevity, man. I said long. He got excited. He said, "Oh,
that's crazy."
Look how long, man. I love longevity, man.
So
but longevity, I tell people all that now, even in the DJ world, it ain't about being number one. It's just about being still hired.
That's right.
Still hired.
Right. Last one. Would you rather own the record for most points scored or most championships?
Most championships.
Because who is that? Is it Bill Russell?
Yeah.
And where does he rank out on the list of scoring?
He's not in the top 10.
I think in life there's an immediate and then there's a long-term thing, right? No matter what, eventually somebody plays long enough that they have a possibility of surpassing your point scoring. We've seen it.
Yeah.
But you see, I had to say Bill Russell, even after all this time. I still had to go back to him with that.
Yep.
So I think for me, I'd rather be a champion far more times than I had the most points by far.
Kareem had the most points till LeBron came, and he's second.
Yep.
Won a whole bunch of times in his career.
Yep.
Bill Russell has the most championships.
That's right.
It's not in the top 10 of scoring.
Yep.
None of that stuff.
Yep.
Bill, you can't wear number 6 because of Bill Russell. Nobody in the NBA.
Yep.
The MVP trophy for their finals is the Bill Russell trophy.
Yeah.
Because the championship is the Larry O'Brien, but the MVP trophies, just like when they came up with these conference, Eastern Conference is the Larry Bird, Western is the Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Right? All these guys have in common, because none of them are in the top 10 scoring.
None of them.
All have in common, they're just champions. Big ones.
Champions.
So I want to win.
Close that one.
Yep.
Close that one. That's how we do that.
That was another episode of Good Questions right here on the Porch Podcast. This is episode
238.
238.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And listen, y'all can catch this episode and all your favorite episodes on any of your favorite podcast and streaming sites like iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Red Circle, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and many, many more. Pete, tell them where they can see us.
Catch us each and every week right on our YouTube channel at The Porch Podcast. If you had not done so already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share button, tell a friend to tell a friend about your favorite podcast, The Porch Podcast, man. As we say each and every week, we know that you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate you. It's been episode 238. We will see y'all in the next one, and once again, congratulations to the championship winning New York Knicks. Peace. We need some rest. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. We'll see y'all.
Who on the porch? Let's go.